Well, hello there everybody. Happy New Year to you. I have been on the trail now about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, not too long, but it's late in the day. It's almost 5 o'clock, so I probably only have, I don't know, 30 or maybe 40 minutes of light left. I am not only hiking, but I'm looking for a place to camp tonight, do a little winter camping. Enough jabbering from me because I am a little out of shape and I'm having trouble talking and hiking with this on my back. So here we go. I've reached like a little creek that feeds into the lake, not too far behind me. And there are some flat areas down here, so I think I may snoop around a bit. There's a little side quest over here, and my curiosity, is getting the best of me. Let's go around, see if we can find anything on this little side trail here. Oh, this is nice right in here. Look at this, there's a little area there. This is the little side trail and it runs on down there, and there's some okay spots down there, but they're kind of crowded with trees. This spot looks awesome. The tent and camp is pretty much set up. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Just the plain old adventure meal. Chili mac with beef. I've never had it before, so this is the first time for me. Most of those meals, though, were pretty decent. You know, nothing to write home about, but they're pretty decent. It'll be warm, which will be nice. I did not bring a gas stove, but I brought my firebox, and I have a little bit different fuel. So instead of going and gathering sticks and stuff, which everything's kind of wet, it's been raining a lot lately, I've got a little different fuel that I'm experimenting with. So let's go outside and see if we can get this thing cranked up. I'll show you what I'm working with. I've got my typical firebox stove here. What I'm trying different though is in this bag is my fuel. This is the Snug Pack. It's a small Snug Pack. And what I'm trying to use as fuel was a Duralog. And these are pieces. So, kind of looks like a big, I don't know, wad of poop or something. But this is a piece of the Duralog. And last night I went out my front porch and I attempted to break it with a hammer until I realized that that's not how they are made. I thought it would just crack into pieces, but they're actually kind of soft. And so I opened it up, and then I got my knife and went to cutting on it, and I was able to cut it into chunks. So what I'm going to do is just simply drop this chunk down in there, and I'm going to try to light it, and that's going to be my fuel. I'm just going to try to light it with a lighter. Let's see if it works. If not, I will figure out a different way. I was prepared for the maybe it won't light with just a lighter up against it, because you're supposed to light the whole bag. So, I have a trusty fire starter fire cube here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to light this guy, put it in there, and then set the Duraflame chunk kind of on there. Bam. That's bound to catch, right? I'm going to place a little grill plate on the top. I've absolutely guessed at the amount of water. It's supposed to be 1.5 cups. Of course, I have forgotten where that mark is on my little canteen cup, so completely guessing, and maybe a little soupy, but that's alright. I'll drink it / eat it. Alright. Get it poured in. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's give it that 5-minute check. I actually think it looks pretty good. I'll stir it around a little bit. I might add a touch of water, but I think we hit that nail right on the head. I added a second chunk of Duraflame to the fire. It's rolling, it feels great. And it's time to eat. Taste is good. The beef needs just a little more. Needs just a little more time. Oh, this is one of my favorite things to do around the campfire. Put my feet up against the flames. I don't know if you can see that, but my sock is steaming. And that is the sweat that's being cooked off. Alright, I've decided it's just time to eat it. Kind of as it is, no matter what happens, happens. I did make a little tea. It's got some mint in it, a little sugar, not too much because I want to sleep, but nice and hot. Still very hot, but oh, it feels good going down. Feels good. Legs are warm, body's warm. I'm full. Enjoying it. Whew. Well, it's only 8:30, but the fire is out. I've got 2 more chunks of those Duralogs, or Duraflame fire logs, but I want to save those for breakfast, and I know it's going to be coldest tomorrow, even though it's pretty cold right now. It's below 40. I don't think it's hit the freezing point yet, but I would guess mid-30s, and supposed to drop down by early morning, you know, by the time I'm waking up, depending on how late I sleep in. Should be around 24 degrees or so Fahrenheit, so we'll see. I'm gonna climb into this tent and hit the sack. Good night, everybody. Oh, good morning, everybody. Pretty cold out. I think the temps got down to about where they said they were gonna be. Probably mid-20s. When I got up at 1, I swear I heard something like scratching on the side of the tent, kind of back here near my head, and could have been a little mouse or something, I think. I tried to kind of pop the side of the tent, you know, to scare it off, and I didn't hear it after that, but might have been a little mouse or something. But other than that, everything was pretty straightforward, except just being cold. So, all right, let's get motivated, bite the bullet here, and get out. Put some water on for coffee. Then I brought 1 egg and some grits to fix. So, start with this coffee though. Yep, that's gonna do it. Put that there. Take that grill off for a moment. Yeah, let some of those flames jump. Oh, that fire feels good. Some pre-mixed instant coffee. Oh, it smells good. I think it's good to drink. Hopefully it won't burn me. Here's to you. Oh, Still kind of hot, but oh, it feels good. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit kind of skeptical, even of myself, for bringing that Firelog. I've never really worked with those much at all, not even outdoors. Seen them, but never really dealt with them. So I was a little bit worried because I didn't bring any gas to cook on, so it was like I was banking that this was going to work. And honestly, I've been pretty pleasantly surprised. 2 chunks, like kind of the size I showed you, burned for like an hour, and probably would have gone a little bit longer, hour, maybe 10 or 15 minutes last night. And I think I had 5 chunks total. There was a 6th chunk, but I couldn't fit it into my little snug pack. It burned down to really nice ashes last night, so cleanup should be really easy. You know, it did leave some residue on my canteen cup here, but truth is if I'm burning twigs or wood that I find around the forest here, it's going to do the same thing. It always leaves a residue. So, you know, I've just taken my shamag and kind of wet it and wiped where my lips were going to be. I don't want that stuff going into my mouth, but yeah, I've been really pleased. I actually think I would bring it again on an outing, especially where maybe I didn't want to bring gas. I know gas is quicker, it's easier, but you can't sit around a fire with gas, you know. I could see myself maybe even using this inside of a little wood stove, or definitely if I was going on like a canoe trip. I didn't have to hike far today. Now, if I had to hike a long ways, these are kind of heavy. Like a Firelog is fairly sizable and pretty heavy. Even if you cut it up into chunks, it still weighs the same. So yeah, if I had a long way to hike, I don't think it would be the way to go. You go with gas, something light. But if you're like doing a canoe trip and the weight doesn't really matter, or you're dealing with a wood stove and wanting to bring some of your own fuel to supplement maybe what you find outside, or something like this where you're just going to hike 30 minutes to an hour or something like that, and it's not a big deal, I would highly recommend these. I will definitely do this again, 100%. Nothing too fancy. Oh, they're good though. They're good. I kind of wish I would have brought 2 eggs. I don't know why I didn't. I would not be a true southerner if I didn't take a little bit of egg, mix it with some grits. Together, it's a winning combination. I'm going to eat this before it gets too cold, and I'm not in a rush. I'll probably sit and enjoy the rest of this fire, and when the fire dies, I'll kind of start packing up. But like I said, no rush. I'm here to enjoy the morning.
And you ever wonder if days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass? Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces for a hope or a mumble.
I've really taken my time. I haven't rushed the pack process. It's now, I think it's gotten above the freezing point now, and so while it's not, you know, really warm out, it's warmed up a bit, and so that's helped. I've really enjoyed this outing. I know it was kind of short and, you know, wasn't a whole big adventure to it, but there's time for that, and then there's time for just camping. Yeah, I got about an hour hike back to the truck, and I'm actually looking forward to getting the blood going a bit. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.